So welcome back, everybody. Now that I've finished that panic session, the panic session is over. We can all go back to what we were doing before, which was troubleshooting the magic menu because that wasn't working, and the combat selector menu that wasn't working, and probably the overall combat menu because that's what holds on to it. So we'll open that. We'll open this combat selector. Let's just have a look at this graph real quick, okay? So the animation plays fine when it gets called, but I have the strangest feeling the animation isn't being called. Reset mouse input do once. Dummy skip. And the combat selector also has a bunch of code missing from the regular one. So let's get the combat menu up. Get actor class, CBP combat handler, set combat handler, create UMG combat selector widget, UMG combat selector widget, self combat menu reference, self set, wheel selector reference, wheel selector, add child, child selector, in, out, in, play animation, forward, 10 times the speed, so this is obviously non-hit testable. So that doesn't look wrong. So then we have to turn our eyes, unfortunately, to the PC VJRPG combat. I don't know why I named all this stuff stupid things. It doesn't really need to have the JRPG in it because it is itself. Well, I guess it does kind of a little bit. Okay, no, never mind. This all works fine, okay? This all works fine. So now I wonder, this is what I wanted to avoid. This is what I was stressing out about. Basically continuously. I have code which just goes through so many different. No, I don't want combat camera. Stuff out of here. Combat. I want the combat handler. Because this has a bunch of stuff in it, which seems fun. So that means we need to go to the dummy classes, and we get our combat actor player character, which I think might be where this is going wrong. So we have a bunch of delegates. Well, that command wheel should be right there. Roll off command wheel. Delay. Turn taken. UMG magic menu. Property associated with magic menu ref could not be found in game content combat pre-PO1 combat UMG magic menu 1 UMG magic menu underscore C. Property associated with magic menu reference. Self. Where's refresh? Refresh nodes. Muppet. Could not find a variable named magic menu ref in UMG combat selector C. Make sure UMG combat selector C has been compiled for. Yes, of course. Did I nuke that blueprint already? Fuck. Fuck. Oh no, this is combat selected. That has not been nuked. That's this. This is what was it? Magic menu ref. It's a UMG magic menu object reference. There you go. You're welcome. I was actually going to play on the wrong level, wasn't I? So, game content. Let's go over to the combat level. And let's see if anything has changed. I'm going to place our friends, our little friend beans. They've been placed. Trisha Hero, Dracula, Skeleton, Alanoir. That's backwards, that's reverse turn order. It goes from fastest to slowest. Now there's a huge pause, right? So I want to know what is causing this pause and why the combat selector is available. So if I click, it's going to open the targeting menu, my dude. But it won't do anything. The endless mystery of the broken game. If anybody knows what I've done to my project, please hit me up at this web zone. Hey, there it is. Why did it take so long? What the fuck? And this doesn't work, right? So we can either defend or use spells. So I think there's something wrong on the player controller, which is here. Rotate cylinder CW, rotate cylinder ACW. Let's go look at these. Rotate cylinder CW. Increment in range. Target is BPFL tools. Does that not work then? Does that not work? Int +1 modulo range new value integer ref result. That actually doesn't need to return anything, does it? Combat selector. Doesn't need to return anything, but it does. Action menu index. Range is 6. Set timer by event. Custom event. Text color green, which is going to be can't believe I'm actually doing this. And then increment in range. Is it that it can't be a function, that it has to be a macro incrementer? 10. And that should just pop up on our screen now. Obviously off screen, because why not? I can't see it. It's popped up off screen. It's doing anything at all. Oops. See, I'm not seeing it doing anything. Yeah? You see, it's meant to be popping up with digits, and that's incorrect. It's gotten here, and then it's done something wrong here. So evidently, manipulate int internal can't be called in a function. Only a macro. Oh, instead it's a looping. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. It's a do-over. It's a do-over. Here we go. 9090909090909090909090. You'll witness that the integers are not being manipulated internally. So once again, I have to go content user macros. BPML tools. Here we go. Add a new macro. This is where are my BPFL, my function library? Decrement int in range. So we take all that, copy, macro library, paste. So we have an execute and 2 ints. And output we have execute and an int. Next. Did I spot continue wrong? What is the word for the next thing? God damn it. Int in range. It's then, it's not continue. I'm a muppet. Compact node title is category is going to be maths. Keywords int range modulo. No. It's fine. It's fine. Plus plus. Woo! Get one of those. One of those. Woo! One of those. And there's our macros set up. So now we just need to go to rotate cylinder ACW. We need to get rid of this, and we need to mathematics. The range is 6. That candle is very close to my 6 key. Ow, my thingy. Don't cry for me. I was already an idiot. outside take me back. Decrement in range. Boop. 6. Hear me out. It just works now. Ignore the text in the corner. That is broken. But this obviously doesn't work. I don't know why that doesn't work. It just works now. Funny thing about it just working, by the way, is that it actually just does not work. Bro, where's my menus at? I didn't spend years of my life making these menus for them not to show up in the... There it is. Yeah, it just works now. Okay. Okay. This is going in the Trello, I'm afraid. This is going in the Trello. Where's my Trello button?
Flashbang out.
For the flashbang sound effect. Notes. Add a card. In caps. So it does just work now. Copy and change cover look exactly the same. You gotta stop that. You gotta stop that. You gotta stop that. I swear every piece of software I end up using I hate. Except for Magic of Voxel. I love that program. Magic of Voxel is peak software. It opens quickly, it runs quickly, does everything I need, doesn't have any waffle. The tools are accessible. There's no learning curve. It is what it is. Blender, absolute nightmare. Trello, beyond a nightmare. Notion, what the fuck? Unreal Engine? Are you kidding me? That a program like that even exists? A travesty against man and godkind. Okay. So I dragged an actor into the world, that increment decrement lad. He doesn't need to exist ever. Demo combat alpha. No, don't think there is a reference to you in demo combat alpha. Thank you. Okay, so why doesn't it slide on at the beginning of it? I swear I had this problem before. I have got to turn nanite off all player models. I really have to do it. It's disgusting. Or at least turn up the nanite ability of them, because they're getting a bit crunchy. I don't really want to turn up the nanite fidelity of remeshing these bastards though. It's a waste of time and a waste of processing power. They're already very low poly models, so it might be even faster to export them as point clouds and render them directly in the engine as voxels. Might be. Don't quote me on that. I've been thinking about that for a long time though, so maybe do quote me on that. Do you like the soft shadows they get because of the atmospheric scattering? Do you like that? It's pretty neat, huh? Are their shadows facing the right way? Some shimmering on that post-processed material is disgusting. Wow, Epic Games Launcher really tanks the bandwidth. Tanks your bandwidth, mate. My bandwidth is perfect. 7.6k up. 7.6k MB. Killer megabytes. The Epic Games launcher just does not work. Like, it's functionally redundant. I want to be angry about this, but like, I use their software, so I can't be. Oops. Like, just highlighting a tab is strenuous somehow, and it's like, bro. You think it'd be a funny project to implement the entire Epic Game Launcher in an Epic Games game that runs like at 14 times the speed? Because I don't think it would be difficult to do that. The only difficult part there would be doing the web implementation, which I do not want to do. Cybergirl. See? You see? Pause download jumped from 2 megabytes to 58 megabytes per second. Yeah. You can set throttling. You can set throttling right here. This settings menu opens extremely fast, which is also very scary. Makes me worry. Tools Volume 1. Defect and. Oh, it's Volume 7, sorry. Whoa. Oops. Little knife, little pliers, little spanner, a little bit of scissors, little skeleton warrior. Alright. But I mean, any launcher is going to tank bandwidth if you download with it. Steam will tank your bandwidth if you download with it. Because you download, you're using the bandwidth. It's not actually tanking your bandwidth, it's just using your available bandwidth, really. I mean, at that point. Anyway, what's going on? What's up? What's happening? It's new, it's fresh, it's popping. What's going on? What's popping off? What's sliding around? Does this UMG combat selector have issues? This UMG selector not being the other UMG selector that I just selected, and not this UMG selector macro instance. Yeah, it just has this issue. Is that it? So if we delete these and we put those macro instances back in, so that was increment in range from the maths library, not the math library. The range is 6. Very close to that candle again. Just try to open settings on my stream. Oh, Lamar. And then we have decrement int in range. We set that to 6. I think you think it might work? Tower Dive Tommy, what? Whoa, hey, whoa, hey, whoa, hey, whoa, hey, whoa, hey, whoa. Didn't think I'd ever see you around here. Not like that. Welcome. I mean, big welcome. Everyone go check out Tower Dive Tommy. They're making a voxel car racing. It's way, way more interesting and way less broken than this. So, everybody loves voxels though, so check them out. Can I do an SO? Can I? Don't your networking crashes. I don't even have networking. My entire project went thermonuclear when I upgraded to Unreal 5 from Unreal 5. So this is a recovery project that I'm slowly moving back. And the problem is, because I have this, right? UMG Combat Selector, and I have this UMG Combat Selector, the engine gets very confused. That was on me though. Yeah. I mean, if I hadn't thought to make a custom C++ class for the widgets because I got so frustrated with using UMG, I wouldn't have been a problem at all. But I am an idiot. Hide magic window. What do you mean no longer exists on node get? What do you mean? Refresh. Object reference is not compatible with object reference. Can we just take a brief moment to understand the depth of the Unreal Engine 5? That it can render exactly every human on Earth, all 8 billion humans on Earth, in real time, ray traced across the entire globe on a potato machine, but it cannot reconcile the fact that an object reference is not compatible with an object reference. That is literally oxymoronic. That is, it's got a stuck reference in its memory. You need to refresh the notes. I know that, but you'd think maybe holding my mouse here, it would be like, oh no, wait, that is an object reference, bro. You can connect. What? I swear to God. I swear to God. Are you kidding me? Object reference not compatible with object reference. Oh, I see what's going on. Magic menu ref is a... It's not an object reference. You've lied to me. It's a UMG magic menu object reference. Yes. Oh, user, you mean the new value, not the previous value. Yeah. Fucking... I swear to God. Fold and fold magic menu in animation. Target self. No return value. Play animation. Set. Magic menu? You want that? I'm at a loss. I don't know what this code does anymore. I mean, I know what it does. I can see what it does. It's set in can input to no. But... mind blow. My magic item state 0. That's fine. Is that fine? Magic item state. That is fine. That's here. Magic menu. What is in the magic menu that I need to set can input to? And is it ever used? Can input. It's a boolean here. It's right there. So why can't you set it? You are being told to... Maybe I'm not getting the reference correctly. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe it knows already that it's always going to be invalid. Update magic list, skills in, skills local, update current selection from skills, can input after, update animated selection from skills, can input, can input. Okay, event construct, initialize variables, that looks dangerous. Okay, there's nothing dangerous there. Set text variable arrays, I hate this. I hate everything about UMG doing this. Text, buttons, style, button styles. Oh my days. Can we talk about button styles for a second? Woof. Magic select proxy, magic select, magic event bind to MEND, magic menu selection. It's this kind of backwards ass UI interface that I hate. I think it's probably me. I think there's a better way to do all this. Honestly. And now that you hear Mr. Tommy, you can laugh secretly at my project. I know. I know. Flawed modulo. Check it out. Custom macro for the flawed modulo or something. Is that in a function library? Because it doesn't use any manipulate in internal. Check it out. That's fine. Actually, it's not fine. Those can't exist. Decrement int dpz also, I don't think can exist. Open it. Open it. Oh, that is it. Okay. Yeah, no, that can't exist. So we'll get rid of increment range. Is in use. It's the best seeing everyone's constructions, really. Each project has its flaws. I've seen some projects with no flaws. I've seen some projects with no flaws. But the projects with few flaws tend towards having a much weaker art direction. No offense. They tend towards having a lot of dev art in them. Or the rare instance that there's a team and there is one amazingly good artist and there is one amazingly good coder, and they just came together for that one moment of inspiration. You don't try to comment on someone's work, each their own really. You learn as you go. Hey, if you ever have a suggestion, look, I'm not a game designer. I'm not a programmer. I'm not an Unreal Engine developer. I'm barely an artist. Don't really hold me to that. My medium was in steel back in the day. So if you ever see something and you go, whoa, buddy, that probably doesn't work. I mean, most of this does actually work by this point, but you please feel free to say, whoa, buddy, that doesn't work. Because, yeah, it would be helpful. Increment in range is apparently still in use. Can I find all those references? Find references. Show me. Oh, it's in use in the function library. Of course it is. No, I didn't mean like that. I did not mean like that. There's no way of finding it across different blueprints, is there? In fact, actually, no, there is. It's gonna suck. It's gonna suck. Advanced. Deprecated. Deprecation usage of the function any knows reference it will produce a compiler warning indicating that it should be removed or replaced. In the macro library. That's handy. Okay. Deprecated. In the macro. So today we've learned you can't in the acro library. Yeah. You can't use manipulate init internal in a function. Apparently. Something about the way C++ works and how you can't have code which is generative like that. It's something about expected return values. Thinking about it is ridiculous because it's generic programming 101. You can't have a reference to something that hasn't been passed a reference to. But macro libraries are inlined code, so that would work fine because it's basic. It's as if you were writing the code there and then. Functions are going to be a function call, which means that everything inside the function needs to be entirely abstract from itself. So you can't do any pointers, you can't do any... I guess you probably could, but you would need to use indirect pointers, and that would require full command of the C++ language, really. Let's be honest with ourselves. It's not something that I'm going to be doing. Not today. But yeah, that was fun. So if you ever need to use manipulate into internal, always inline, always macro library, never function library. So there is actually one thing that we have to do finally. We need to duplicate this, and we have decrement int dpz, which is a 0. I guess I should probably have the floor logos, the floor brackets around the 0 as well, but I don't care. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So we have decrement int and range. No, decrement int dpz. This one. It takes an integer, returns an integer. Oops. Just ignore that I did that. That's fine. Get rid of the range. And the reason I have these functions is because I use them all the time. For some strange reason, they're not standard functions apparently in C yet. Decrement int. This one has the fun feature of the fact where if you decrement your int, and the int is negative already, it will just set it to 0. That's interesting. It's something that I haven't thought about. Deprecated in the macro library. So now all we need to do is compile, save, play, and then we should get combat select has an error. No, this. Yeah, this as well doesn't work apparently. Update magic list. Unknown function to update magic list. But we never set the magic menu reference. You kidding me? Like, is it not idiot check designer? Yeah, what the hell? This doesn't have the magic menu in it. This is the other UMG menu. I hate this. I swear to God. Oh. It's balked it. Oh. Unreal. Turns out having two things of the same name is not a good thing. That best not have balked the one that worked. I renamed them all as well before I started this, and they still came in stupid names. Okay. UMG. No, this one's still fine mostly. I mean, it's as fine as it needed to be, right? Ignore all that. Ignore the chaos. Okay, so I have to re-implement the magic menu entirely, so that's fine. I will just use the old one for code reference then, that's fine. Because all the code's there, but the widget isn't there. It's meant to have a magic menu here, stuck into it, and it's invisible, but it swings, it swings down, it becomes visible again. And that is another thing actually. The magic menu's materials all have to be alpha blendable. If they're not alpha blendable, you don't get a transition when you make it invisible. It just, like, I think there was one thing that was alpha transparent, and it was like, it's the dark borders. Yeah, the dark borders, because they have to be, right? But the thing as a whole wouldn't fade unless everything was alpha transparentable in the material level. And then at that point, I don't know what I did. It was a long time ago. It was weeks ago. It was months ago. I honestly can't remember what I was doing with that. I'm trying to remember right now, and it's just not. It's not in my brain anymore. It's not. Well, I didn't think it was important at the time. We don't use that blueprint anyway. Yeah, plain editor. It's fine. Blueprint compile error. There we go. That's what we wanted. Show me the blueprint compile error. Show me. No. Pre-play auto compile. Yeah. There's nothing here. Play. This still works. That's fine. That's beautiful. Love that. Menu doesn't come on screen, which is frustrating. I think the thing that scares me the most is when you see other people's complex systems in Blueprint. I saw a few things in some people's projects. Hey! There it is! I've seen a few things in a few people's projects which look very scary to work on. This works now, right? This works, and we should be able to... you didn't get away, lol. Oh, errors. Infinite loop detected. CBB combat handler advanced turn list. Call stack. Show. Apparently, an infinite loop has been detected. I don't see how this can be in a loop, an infinite loop, really. A take turn is different, obviously, for the AI and the non-AI. This sprawling design is not good. Like passing the focus of the game stuff to a different thing, not ideal. But I think it's this, right? Turn taken, right? Event take turn. Turn taken, right? Turn taken is some turn map, set clock turn adjustment to 0, decrement turn map, advanced turn list, get player controller, clear target. So that advances the turn list. And the turn list, 100% just moves to the next. Ah, I see. I think. No, I don't see. Actually, no. Wait, what? Yeah, this is wrong, right? So hear me out, right? If we actually access next item, if there isn't a valid item to access, we're never incrementing this. And it's only because of a computational delay that it manages to actually increment this before this is called. Am I correct? Second question. If I add a delay 0 to this, if I add a delay 0 here, will that fix it? Or is that not a good fix? Is that a bad fix? Is that bad programming 101? I'll just wait until it's done it, alright? It'll take 1 tick. That has not seemed to solve anything. So I think does next item actually need to work entirely independently with the second loop test condition? It's the array index is never changing as well. So that's definitely wrong. Like, why do we even need the array index? It doesn't do anything. Like, we use it here to get the array index, but it's not actually the array index, right? It's 0. It gets assigned to 0 here. What have I done to this poor loop? Where's the standard macros? Utilities, flow control, for loop. No, for each loop. Array, for each loop. Here we go. There it is. Ah, there it is. There it is, right there. So theoretically, if we just incremented it first, that would be fine, right? That would be like very fine. Like it would work, right? So instead of doing the loop first, we increment the variable and then do the loop. Excuse me. Because yeah, I do want to play it. I don't care about that. We don't use it. Excuse me. doesn't like it either. What took it so long? No, really, what took you so long? Don't make me do this. Where's the combat handler? Pending initiative removals. Finds the index of the first instance of the array of the item unique. The array. Finds the index of the first instance of the array within the array. If true, A is equal to B. A is equal to B. Pending initiative removals. Find. Is that true? Are you true? I did not want that. I did not want that open, thank you. Is -1 the error code for not found? Unreal Engine find -1. Blueprint search. Array. What's the reason for the custom for each? Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, -1 if not found. If it's not the pending initiative removal, so if it has not yet, if it isn't in pending removals, so if it hasn't had its turn, and if it's turn time, turn clock adjustment, turn time adjustment, no, turn time adjustment. This is the code that we use for turn time adjustment. What's this? This is wrong. Blueprint failed to compile. Fuck out of here. The custom for each is... I had problems with the flow control for each loops. Like it wouldn't move. It would move to the next item before the loop body had completed executing. Something asynchronous something. So I have a manual for each loop, which is bad, I'm guessing, but gets the job done, quote unquote. I think. Like there's it's badly coded. I think that's the excuse that I'm looking for. Turn time adjustment gets added to turn time, and then turn clock adjustment gets removed from turn clock adjustment. So this is incorrect. So let's make that correct. Remove pen. So there we go. So the turn time adjustment plus the turn time. So that's the total turn time for the character in question. minus the turn clock adjustment is less than or equal to 0, and they can have their turn. And they're not in the initiative pruning section. So if that's true, then set current turn S car's reference to the actor that we have just selected, the combat actor. And if that input object is valid, they can take their turn. If it is not valid, I don't know how they got this far. Excuse me. If it's not valid. Full disclosure, they shouldn't be able to get this far if it's not valid. Advanced turn list or advanced turn list. And when they that's why, because take turn in the combat actor will have a turn taken counterpart, right? Which apparently isn't here. Turn taken, here we go. Sun map, turn clock adjustment, decrement turn map, custom combat handler reference, advanced turn list. So we call advancing the for each loop from outside of the blueprint, which is why the flow control can't remain inside the blueprint, because if the code leaves that area, it will consider it complete when it's not complete. Yeah. So when you have finished your turn, when you've clicked on something, it will advance the turn list. Let me just have a look. If that makes any sense to you at all. I mean, sometimes I'm going to be as lost as you are, because I'm rediscovering how this thing, quote unquote, works. It's going to be a lot of refactoring before this is done, but I don't see any reason why this wouldn't work. You know what I'm saying? I don't see any reason why this wouldn't work. But it doesn't work. Debug turn times adjusted. Debug. I don't know why this is a for each loop with break. That's my question. Can I replace this with just a regular for loop? I'm scared to do it. I'm scared to do it. I think it's because I used to have a break function here, because it would set that there was a 0 timer present, and then it would break and go down into here. But that actually doesn't work, and we do need to assess if each player in the combat has a 0 timer present, because if you don't, you might have consecutive turns which are skipped, and the timing of the combat will break. Antonia, hi. So I'm stretching. My eyes are mostly closed. But I caught that. I caught that. Welcome. I don't know, my throat's acting up. I don't know what's going on. Maybe this candle is doing me harm. Stupid candle. Anyway, the point is this should just work, and it does not, and it makes me angry. Angry. Combat selector, combat menu. Let's see if there's something in combat menu which doesn't look good. Heal selector reference. That should be fine. We have these animations exist, right? Like, yeah, I can't see them because the wheel isn't instantiated in the editor. But the animation does exist. The animation does play. Thank you. Once more we go in. It didn't bug me about that broken blueprint again, which is very worrying. Should really be bugging me about that. Oh, hey. Okay, we got our initiative order posted, which is good, and nothing happens. Really, something should be happening here. Realistically, the menu should slide out instantly. I don't know why it isn't doing that. This is very stressful. I hope you appreciate how stressful this is. How long have I been making games? I have been making games since 2019. About July 2019. There it is. Why did it take so long? Why did, like, they don't have massive turn timers. It's meant to be like that, like pretty much straight after you get into combat. Skadoosh. It just does, and it's not doing, and it makes me worry. It makes me think that there's a massive loop somewhere in the program that's going, no, 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 no. That's usually what's happening. There's a loop that's trying to do something, but it's returning a no. Forever. Yeah. Hate that. I don't know which loop it is, though, because this game's made of loops. All programs are made of loops. It's how programs exist. Imagine if a program just did the whole thing in one execution. Just imagine how long the code would be. Oh. Anyway, so in the UMG combat selector, this is the thing that comes out, but this isn't going to be the error, because the error is going to be in the combat menu, where the thing is told to come out right here. Roll on and roll off, and roll on, roll off are elements of the player, character, combat actor. Let's see, a player character right here. Event take turn. You need to cook, but the custom for each seems kind of weird. Maybe the collection is modified while being iterated. I don't think so. You need to watch more. Catch me later. I'll catch you later, Tower Dive Tommy. Thank you for stopping by. Everyone check out Mr. Tower Dive Tommy. Does game dev in Unreal Engine as well. Very cool streamer. Thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you around. You enjoy your food. You enjoy your afternoon. Your evening, maybe. Yes. So here we are in Event Take Turn. So we get our player controller. We cast to PC VG RPG Combat. And as PC VG RPG Combat, which is guaranteed to exist because this is our player character, our player controller. Can act, can move, set to true. And then we get our player controller, and we cast to PC VG RPG. Have I just done this? Roll out command wheel. Antonia, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Hope you enjoy it. Huh? Let me add you to the overlay. Let me add you to the manual overlay. So if Unreal Engine works for some strange reason, I have a physical record. This is ridiculous. I don't know why I'm doing this. I have two get player controller, cast to player controller options here, when really it's in the same function. We can just have one. I feel like we could just have one right here like that, and it would probably work fine. Maybe that's why it's not working. Who knows? Roll out command wheel. Delay 0.4 seconds, which is how long the animation takes, just a little bit over. And then self, get display name, return print string. That happens. That happens. This happens. Roll off command wheel. I don't really care about that yet. We're not there yet. This all happens fine, right? We see the character's name pop up on the screen, and then the command wheel rolls over the top of it, and you can't see the outputs anymore. That's fine. Global unbind from mouse click. Oh Christ. This kind of code. I'm glad this didn't break, because this was a nightmare to set up. But this sets up the state machine for the mouse input, which I hate. It doesn't need to be this complicated, and yet it is. Anyway, so it's not this. This is unflawed code. This does work. When it gets here, this executes, and that's fine. But it doesn't get here, so that means we are actually going back to the combat handler, which we are in right now. Epic slam. So we've got. Do I have something stupid going on? Like, do I have a? Turn adjustment index, current turn time, what are they? I don't think they get used. Like, literally nowhere. I'm gonna add a little print here. Just a little smiley face, you know? We'll keep the debugging happy. So if we get a bunch of smiley faces on screen, which we can't see now because I full screened the bastard, there's no way of unbinding the mouse from it because it's a ridiculous setup. If we get a whole bunch of smiley faces on our screen, that means we're getting into the loop. If we are not getting a whole bunch of smiley faces on the screen, that means we're not even in the loop. Right? So we're not even getting to that loop. We're not even processing that data yet. And that's clear because we have actually had a turn taken called from this loop. Obviously, it's the only place it gets called from. So it must have been called from that loop. Which means that this loop isn't being accessed. Which means the conditions for entering this loop haven't been accessed. Which means the previous loop is in error. Or the combat handler is entirely balked. Please don't say the combat handler is entirely balked. So that's fine. You don't need to exist. You can just go straight over to that brandy brew. No problem. This is the one that needs to inactive combat in wait time. Right. Placement completed. Set inactive combat, set in wait time. True. Initiative, for each loop, exec, initiative, loop body, array element. That's the bit right at the start of combat where we get all the players' names in the combat. That's fine, that works. So all that works, that's fine. That works. It's literally this bit that does not work. Do you know what it is? No, it can't be that. Inactive wait time is true. In wait time is true, right? Oh no. Right. That doesn't go there. That goes here. Oh my days. Was it really that simple? Is that really the game breaking? I had a line of code on the wrong line. That's it. That's all it was. Come on. Skadoosh. I'm not seeing a lot of skadoosh going on here. Come on, skadoosh. Work with me here, Unreal Engine, please. Ah, wasn't it? That has to have been it, though. Surely that has to have been it. Well, we're literally getting nothing here. We have input. We can input to the menu, which means it was someone's turn, right? Access none trying to read property. K2 dynamic cast as player character node. Attack target graph. Yeah. Whatever. That's not my priority right now. I don't think we need this in wait time stuff then. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna trial it without the in wait time stuff, right? We're just not gonna set or unset the wait time stuff. The wait time stuff is just, as far as I'm aware, as far as I'm aware, the wait time stuff was just to stop the combat menu sliding out while you were placing characters. So, you know, it's a state machine. We're meant to have someone's wheel right now. We're meant to have Eleanor's wheel. We do not have Eleanor's wheel. We can't actually input into the wheel, which is interesting. Very interesting. So that is not how we handle that, apparently. So let's stop. Let's stop trying to be fast. Let's step through this code second by second. Right, okay. Event tick. Right, if we're in active combat and then we are in wait time. I seriously think this is the issue. So this is obviously not working. Okay, so in active combat in wait time. So when these are set, right here, in active combat in wait time, for each loop, exec, initiative, array, loop body, print string, array element, get display name. That prints out a list of all the people in the combat. And then we get to here. We're in active combat, and branch, true, we're in wait time. Okay, so we get our initiative, which is populated where? Here it is. Placement completed. Temp initiative, clear initiative, slow sort initiative, initiative, set initiative to the sorted array initiative. Set projected initiative A and B from those. Delay. Okay, so that's set there. And we have stuff in the array. We know that because it prints it out. It prints out all the names. That's totally fine. So for each loop with break, we get, so on tick, while this is true, we get to here, loop body, cast to combat actor, target, turn clock adjustment, plus 100. If it's valid, we set the turn clock adjustment of the target to be the turn clock adjustment plus 100. So we add 100 onto the turn clock adjustment. And then we see if their turn time plus their turn time adjustment minus their turn clock adjustment is less than or equal to 0. And if it is less than or equal to 0 and there isn't a turn timer already present, a 0 timer already present, we set wait time to be no and we set 0 timer present to be yes. And we do that for all of the combat actors in the array list, so that's 8 times. And then we finish, and if there's a 0 timer present, yes, we do a for each loop manual. Where we go into the loop body for the first element, and we cast combat actor. I'm just going to put a bunch of print strings in. This is so. Oh, lucky! We got a completely clear moving to take a turn, moving to take a turn, moving to take a turn. Right. So we have a problem here. We have a big problem here. Right, it's getting stuck there. And it's not allowed to be stuck there, really, I don't think. So how about that? It came up a whole bunch. Moving to take a turn. Okay, so something's not getting set correctly. So placement complete, that's a no, that's a no. 0 timer present, that's a no. In wait time, that's a no. In active combat, that's a no. Enemy location, we don't need to know that. That's an invalid value as well. Pending initiative removals. Remove pending removals. That's fine. In wait time, off. 0 timer present, true. This toggles wait time back on. Debug turn times adjusted. Debug turn times adjusted? Skelebabb! Okay, this is this. As much as I hate to say it, I'm going to expand this to a second branch. Right, so we don't need that. That's if we're in active combat. And that's if we're in wait time. Didn't want to do that, but I've done it anyway. Just to curb the spam a little bit. And does it really matter? Interesting. Right, we're not getting there at all. So my goodness gracious me. Oh, there he is. Okay. Cast a combat actor. This causes the blueprint to be always loaded, which can be expensive. Blueprint is loaded. Dynamic casts combat actor class unknown. Right, we don't get that until we've moved over here, right? And then that is CAPC C0 class Elnoisi. Good. Turn not in scope. Turn clock adjustment is 0 plus 100. Set not in scope. Good. Should have been in scope at one point. Call func add double return value 130.434.782609. That's wrong. Not in scope. Call func subtract double return value 130.334.789. 789. Okay. 130.334.789. 789. Okay. 130.334.789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789. 789 This is... Debug me, bro. Show me. Content scope. Apparently it's Trisha.c. Which I don't think it should be. I think it should be the skeletons first, but okay. $1,300. So we're getting somewhere. We're getting absolutely nowhere. Is there a bug? Maybe. Oh, I know what it is. I've wasted everyone's time. I know what it is. It's combat actor. Derive turn speed from agility. Ah, we got him. Interesting. Boolean not compatible with float double precision. Boolean is fine with an integer. Okay. I know exactly what's going on here. Yeah. So, as I mentioned about 8 million times, direct input of Boolean logic into math nodes is illegal. No float x Boolean logic allowed. You cannot plug a Boolean directly into any float math logic. I think you can do it in ints, chars, bytes, and bools only now. I think that they have restricted the blueprint access of a Boolean mathematics. You have to put an explicit conversion node in now, as witnessed, and that's why everyone's turn times was like 3 million. Decrement in TPZ usage of increment in DPZ has been deprecated in the here we go. Decrement in DPZ macro, my friend. Oh, it's meant to say DPZ in between the decrements. Okay. Cool. And that actually worked. It actually caught a deprecated function, and we managed to squash it. But yeah, we have derived turn time from agility and turn speed from agility and turn time. Turn speed top divided by derived turn speed from agility, return value outputs turn time. So now people's turn times should be reasonable, and we shouldn't take all that time to get into the combat. There it is. There it is not. Okay, it's mostly fine. People's turn times don't seem to be being audited, though. So let's go back. Let's go back to having this. Let's go back to having this setup here, right? Boom. Skadoosh. Never in all my days have I had to do something so stressful. My word. Second question. Is the turn list going to advance correctly? Are we going to have a second? I just wanted to get all those debug messages off my screen. Is the turn defend? I send monster face down defense position and end my turn. These lads take their turn automatically. They just have a little delay function. They don't do anything. And we have Dracula. You can probably use an item. You can probably use some magic. My dude, talk. It works again! It works again. It works again. We're back to square uno. Fuck. I don't know why I'm so happy about that. I have been streaming for just over an hour, really. That's not bad, considering this was completely toast before then. I want to do that. There's some debug messages I wanted to. There's some debug messages I wanted to take out there. Right. Yeah. So the problem was I had Boolean logic in my math nodes, which is illegal. Do I have an Xbox? I have 3 Xboxes. One of them isn't mine. I must stress this. One of them is not my Xbox. I'm just borrowing it. There's no specificity here, though, in the question, though. There have been more than one type of Xbox in the past. Do I want 2 months of Game Pass Ultimate? I'm okay, thank you. If you have a friend in need of 2 months of Game Pass Ultimate, I think that they would enjoy it more than I would. I already damn. I already have access to some Games Pass, and I already don't use it. You had a code for Pixart. I don't know what Pixart is, but good. In fact, do I have a code for Pixart? Did you buy a Humble Bundle? Google it. I'm Googling it off screen because now you made it look suspicious. Nitro Discord, like it's regular Discord, but this time with Nitro. Nitro with PixArt Gold. Batch editor products. Web photo editor. Web video editor. Use cases. Pricing. PixArt Gold. $4.99 a month. $59.99 billed yearly. You're saving 50% with the yearly plan, are you? I don't think you are. $59.99 is 12 times $49.99. It's online photo and video editing software. I don't like it, but okay. Oh, it's $9.99 a month, or $4.99 a month billed yearly. Yeah, no, I don't like the look of that. That's shady. That's some shady stuff, and they're in league with Discord. We all know Discord's shady past, don't we? Run by crypto bros. No offense. We all know Discord's shady past. Note in the macro library. What's the note? This function has been marked as deprecated. It can be safely deleted if all references have been replaced or removed. Where? 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 Reference viewer. Here we go. BP test character references it. Nope. I'll take this off screen. BP test character references it. Deployment grid references it. Magic menu apparently references it, and the UMG demo menu. So we'll fix those right now. Game content. What are we looking for? BP test character, which is an actors test. Animation test BP. PCR material test, no. Player characters. BP test character. And we are looking for... You see, the reason it's going to be hard to find is because that is just a regular increment int. Okay, so that's fine. Deployment grid, that's in combat. Deployment grid. Function library tools, yeah. So that is going to be a macro, I'm afraid, not a function. Welcome. We didn't get a notice saying there were any more deprecated functions in there, so that's that fine. Magic menu, that's going to be in combat UMG. No, magic menu is going to be right here. Hasn't been implemented in the combat UMG yet. If I click compile, here we go. Increment int in range has been deprecated. Decrement in range. Is that a reason why this stuff wasn't working as well? Maybe? Maybe. We'll never know for sure, but got those sorted out. And in game content, UMG main menu, UMG demo menu. Apparently. Allegedly. Apparently, that's it. I think I can delete those functions now. I'm gonna do it anyway, because they aren't used. Just making sure there weren't any other manipulating internals in that package. It looks like we're all good. And that was a triumphant calm down that I've had there. If there's anyone new there in the chat there, want to see what this game actually looks like when it doesn't break, we'll open up the test level again, and I'll show you the overworld navigation systems. Because it's fun, because I want to relax for 5 seconds before I go back to the grind of doing UMG. In fact, I'm probably going to go get a drink after this. But so this is the game, ostensibly. This is the overarching navigation mode of the game, where you will run around in a 3D space defined as, 6 directions of axis of movement you can engage with. You control this little pixel character with pixel animations. Sorry, voxel character with voxel animations, sorry. My mistake. And you can phase through the skeleton in the demo level. We got some Z fighting with his feet. Little feety Z fighting. And you can't climb those ladders, but you can open doors maybe. You can open doors if you stood next to them. You can open a door. You can see there's a skeleton in here as well. You can see that I have fixed all the lighting bugs in this tiny room. I think I've actually changed the standard by which I make my characters. There's some fog in here. That's what it is. And there's light peeking under the door frame. You see that? Just that light underneath the door frame. It's spilling into the room a little bit. It's fine. It's not really an issue. Did I see some mad popping going on? Door closed. Might change the speed at those move. Now you can stand in here. We can get our 4-up shadows as if we're in the ring. Pretty cool. It's actually really hard to run that room still, as you might imagine, having all those dynamic lights and climb up ladders too. That's really fun. It's only probably really fun for me because it's satisfying because I made this. Do some stairs. Very cool. So unbelievably cool. Anyway, I am gonna go grab a drink. I think the thing that gives me the most hope for game development is watching people's teardowns of old video games and how grungy the code was. I've been watching this guy on YouTube optimizing Mario 64, and according to him, I wouldn't know, but according to him, the code for Mario 64 is some of the worst code he's ever seen in his entire life. And that's a core Nintendo launch title for one of their most successful consoles. Everybody loves it, and yet it's buggy as all hell apparently, and flawed, and doesn't run at a decent frame rate. And apparently had features cut because they couldn't get it to run at a decent frame rate. And this guy just did it. Is it just me, or does Lumen look even better in release? Like this, just I think it might be the skylight. I think it might honestly be the skylight and the exponential height fog. Just give it that little. Oh hey look, Cecil's still in the game. You will leave. Look at this mook. Look at how far the art has come. It's a pretty cool pose, not gonna lie, but what's he even doing? Very bright though. It is very bright. Now if there's something we can do with the camera to change the contrast there. I'm sure we can. I'm sure I'm not going to. Very nice. Let's I can't believe this has been balked. Cannot believe it. Cylinder navigation, action menu list. This needs to happen on the combat actor, ideally. Unknown call, unknown function, update magic list. So there's one thing. We have a function. Update magic list, it's right there. Skills in, skills locale. Update current selection from skills. Update animated selection from skills. I think, for all intents and purposes, this menu should work 99% out of the box as intended. So what I'm going to do is, and this may be rash, I'm going to go to my game content. I'm going to go to my combat BP. And I'm going to go to my combat UMG. I'm going to simply move this in. Move. One item moved. There is no redirector for it, which is fantastic, really. Didn't really want there to be a redirector for it, because that would have been a bunch of work to clean it up and blah 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 yada yada yada. Anyway, so we have UMG Combat Selector 2, which has some gear. Open the spells, skills menu as dictated by CIPC. Proceed with caution, my dude. Play controller, cast a PC VGRPG, enter magic menu. Enter magic menu. Is that in PC VGRPG already? So I'm going to open the actual combat selector. Excuse me. What was I doing? So I have the combat selector. Combat selector 2. So we have cylinder navigation. Action menu list. Action menu index. Oh, we have action menu indexes there. Or it was been moved. I don't know. So we have magic menu referent. Which is a UMG magic menu. Magic menu is an object. We fold magic menu. There it is. And now I forget. The magic menu, I'm almost 100% sure. This is UMG magic menu. That is. There it is. Could not find variable named can input in UMG combat selector 2. There we go. Fold magic menu. I need to set the rotation nugget, don't I? Pivot 0. It still does the weird fade. The background isn't alpha compatible. All the things inside the widget do it. That's so weird. But that still works. Is this? Cannot make new connections to an orphan pin. Update magic list. Excuse me. What was I doing? I'm working in the wrong one, aren't I? As expected. So we need a new... So we have all the buttons. It's because the animations are showing, that's why it looks weird. So we have the magic menu, which actually we don't need that. In use. Not really. It's not in use, bro. I'm sorry. So we just do this again. It's fine. Alignment 0.5 0 size X 400 size Y is 400. Size X is 800. Z order is 1, 2, 0. Border Z order is 1. There you go. Got him eventually. Animations in designer, animations, fold on fold magic menu, copy. Okay, not a problem. Copy. This is what's it called? Fold, unfold. It does fold when you go forward, yes. Nice. Pivot 0. The wrong 0. Oh, actually, what about that, huh? Uh... We get the player controller. Magic item state. And the skills in? What are they? Oh, combat handler reference. Turn S player reference. CA player character. Skills array. They have the skills array available. So I started implementing this. PC VGRPG Combat apparently has Enter Magic menu implemented. I am skeptical of this. Wrong. I'm almost certain this isn't gonna do anything, but here we go. Here we go. God damn it. Skill name, bro. Skill name. Default skill name. Cool. No errors came up, but that definitely doesn't work. Where's event construct? Here we go. That shouldn't have shown up. It showed up. Monte Carlo is broken. You're running Warlock already. Took a long time. Default skill name. Oh, we can default skill name a dude. Get default. Something went wrong. Final blow, melee return. That is how it works. Yeah, that is. Wait, no, that's not how it's meant to work. Final blow just gives you melee recharge. It doesn't give you a full melee. No. This isn't Telesto 2.0. I'm so fucking pissed off with this right now. Oh! Totes is though. I see the problem. I'm not actually doing that. Brain. Absolute brain. Omega brain. Super brain. Animations. Fold, unfold. Fold. Yep. Super brain. Na 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 super brain. But now what's gonna happen when we go to spells? It hasn't opened the if I have to do work to get this work to be done, my days. What do you mean I have to connect the nodes for the nodes to be connected? What kind of backwards, dilapidated, compromising... Ugh! The skills haven't been updated and I can't scroll the thing, but... the way it just... Anyway, that works. We're making stonks progress. I believe before it balked, I could select Fireball and cast Fireball. Which means I'm almost certain something's going wrong. Again. It always does. It always does. Something's gone wrong. I was working in the wrong blueprint or something. That's surely it. It's play animation. Play animation. Magic item state. State 1. I'm gonna open the PC VGRPG combat right now again. Yes, again. Because it doesn't seem to be working. I mean, it seems to be working too correctly. Enter magic menu. Combat phase 3. Combat phase 3. Switch on int. Call MEND. Magic selection menu. And I'm guessing magic menu has a bind on. Bind event to MEND magic menu selection. Magic select proxy. Magic select. There it is. That is surprisingly working. Let's hide the animations. So we have the combat selector, we have the magic item state, magic menu, combat handler reference, combat menu reference, can input. And here we have why are they in a different order? Why is it throwing me, man? It's throwing me. I think we have the same, you know. I think we have enough of the same that it's fine. And then what did we actually bind? magic select proxy, magic select, and magic select. Where are you? Magic select, can input, true. Set can input to no. Skills chosen, length, cursor position, -1. Flawed modulo, get. Break, SD skills. Combat handler reference targets, yes, sure. Tech names, friendly, magic item. Target, combat actor. Magic item, target, combat actor. I think that could be in the generic combat actor, yeah? Spaghetti alla carbonara. A beautiful dish. Event graph. Kill. Yeah, magic item target. Okay, so it's not defined in the base actor. It is defined in the player character. Yeah, here we go. Event magic item target. Cast PC VGRPG combat. Bind event to MEND targeting selection. Chosen skill name, tech friendly. Targeting requirements, enter targeting. Targeting with targeting requirements. Proxy magique. An event with customizable. What is that? Bind event to MEND targeting selection. Enter targeting. Cast PC VGRPG combat. Target. Target actor. Chosen skill, magic item attempt. Magic item attempt is here. Magic item attempt does global unbind from mouse click. Skill handler. Activate magic item. Target actor, magic item in. Yeah, what's that? CAC skill handler. This is bad. Oh, print string. Something went wrong if it defaults. Right. Whoa. I'm so tired. I'm not even tired. Just this is stressful. Going back and forth trying to find like the one nugget of code which is wrong. So if you default, it prints out something went wrong, which is what we did. And when you default, it means that our switch on string broke, which means we provided the switch on string with a string which isn't in the switch. Which is fine, because we provided it default skill name. Default skill name, not a skill, I'm afraid. Not a skill. Which is fine. That means that is actually working correctly. But our characters are not working correctly. So if we whip open a dummy imp, not a dummy imp. No, I'm very sorry. Definitely not that. CAPC Eleanor. That's the one. And we get our variables. No, we don't get our variables. We get our skills array. And we add default skill name. This is what I do not like. This is what I do not like. Name tech friendly. I really want all the skills to be defined outside this. So this is ultra temporary. But I need the skill handler, and it's skill in caps _ fireball, right? So this is fireball. Not a friendly combatant, not a friendly deployment on a combatant. Yeah. So now I just closed something. Oh, that lagged the engine as well. So now I know it's Eleanor's turn first, so it's totally fine. If we go to skills, they should all say fireball. They should all say fireball, and we should be able to cast a fireball at a skeleton. Theoretically, if this has fixed my problem. If this has not fixed my problem, stress will be high. I can't scroll it. Okay, I can't scroll the magic menu, but I can select fireball, and I can cast fireball. Something went wrong. Right, something went wrong. CAPC. I wonder what. Plus the faults. Something did go wrong. I can't spell. Skill. Is it skill? I think it's magic, actually. Oh, it's skill fireball. Oh, because I said that skills and magic were interchangeable. It's just nomenclature which one you use. They're both going to use a bar of some resource, and that resource is the same resource, quote unquote, on the back end for every character. You know what? I might get to the point where that resource is the same on the front end for every character. I swear to God, it's getting close. So it's skill underscore fireball, which I have spelled correctly now. So we should now theoretically be able to actually cast the fireball, please, for the love of my brain. I'm gonna have to stop soon. This is... So that's something that was broken in the original. I think I had a button to scroll the magic menu. So fireball allows us to target an enemy but not a friendly. Check it out, that works, and it's a miracle that it does. Skadoosh! A fireball has been cast on that friend, and we can confirm this by maybe attacking him. I'm not sure if attack was implemented. If fireball wasn't implemented, I'm not sure attack was gonna be. Oh no! There he is. He's dead. Fireball has been applied to the lad. Fireball has not been unapplied to the other people, so that is something that needs to happen. So that would have been called on the player character? Talk, attack, magic item. Right. Magic menu, I guess. Magic select. Magic item target. I thought I had a thing for animating the thing back up. Turns out I do not. It's the combat selector here. has the animation in it. The magic menu doesn't know anything about the combat selector. Anything at all. Get PC combat menu. Promote to a variable. This is going to be combat menu. I guess I should call that ref. And then down here, we're going to get that, and we're going to get combat get wheel selector reference. Why did I call it that? That's so stupid. And then we're going to call the animation no, it's a function, isn't it? UMG combat selector. It's a I didn't make it, did I? UMG combat selector 2. Here it is. Hide magic window. Can input magic states. Magic states 0. Yeah, okay. It just needs to do these two though, because we're calling it from the thing. Already set in can input to no. So yeah, play animation. Hide. Okay, you don't want to play that way. Okay, no problem, no problem. Absolutely, 100%. I understand. Add custom event. Add magic menu. Play animation. Have it your way. Have it your way. Have it your way. Don't tell me what to do. Tell yourself what to do. Now at least the menu should hide itself once we've made our selections. Fingers crossed should not show itself again. Ever again. Yeah, there it goes. Bop. Oof. my god. A deep breath. We've made a lot of progress today. I'm going to leave it there. Thanks, everyone, for coming to watch the live video. If you came to watch the live video, thank you, and _tone_ia for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Hope you enjoy it here. Thank you, everyone, for stopping by and chatting. If you stop by and chat, everyone check out Tower Dive Tommy. Very cool professional developer. Very cool. Very professional. Thank you for coming to watch the video on demand. If you came to watch the video on demand, there is one. There is one. And as always, I will see you in the next episode.